我命令全军各级要强化练兵备战鲜明导向。
The era of China's weakness is over, declared President Xi Jinping, standing before rows of uniformed soldiers in a grand military parade. The message was unmistakable. The People's Liberation Army, PLA, is no longer just a regional force. It is a global contender. With its military now ranked third in the world, holding a power index score of 0.0788, Beijing is rapidly advancing its strategic objectives, reshaping the Indo-Pacific security landscape in the process. At the core of China's ambitions is the drive to secure its territorial claims, particularly in Taiwan and the South China Sea. The PLA has significantly strengthened its presence in disputed waters, deploying artificial island bases fortified with missile systems and airstrips capable of hosting fighter jets. In 2024, the PLA conducted a record 1,727 air sorties near Taiwan, a staggering increase from previous years. Military analysts warn that Beijing is not just posturing, it is preparing for the possibility of forceful reunification if necessary. To counter foreign interference, China has developed one of the most sophisticated anti-access area denial, A2AD networks in the world. With DF-21D carrier-killer missiles capable of striking U.S. aircraft carriers from over 1,500 kilometers away, and hypersonic glide vehicles that evade traditional missile defenses, Beijing aims to make any military intervention in its waters prohibitively costly. We will not allow foreign forces to dictate China's security, a senior PLA official stated in 2024, highlighting Beijing's resolve. But China's ambitions extend beyond its borders. The PLA is expanding its global reach, establishing military footholds in Djibouti, Cambodia, and potentially the Solomon Islands. Naval expansion is a top priority, with the third aircraft carrier, Fujian, expected to be fully operational by 2025. This carrier, equipped with advanced electromagnetic catapults, marks a significant leap in China's ability to project power far beyond its shores. This is China's answer to U.S. global dominance, remarked a defense expert, analyzing the PLA's expanding blue water capabilities. Guiding this military transformation is the Central Military Commission, CMC, the highest military authority in China, directly controlled by the Communist Party. Headed by Xi Jinping himself, the CMC ensures that the military remains an extension of party power, not an independent institution. The gun must always be in the hands of the party, Xi once proclaimed, reinforcing the PLA's loyalty to political leadership over national defense alone. With cutting-edge technology, strategic expansion, and an unyielding political will, China's military is no longer just catching up. It is setting the stage for a new era of global power competition. The question the world must ask is, how far will Beijing go to achieve its vision? The era of Chinese sea power has arrived, declared a military analyst in 2024, echoing a growing consensus among defense experts. Once a mere coastal force, the People's Liberation Army Navy, PLAN, is now the world's largest navy by ship count, with over 350 combat-ready vessels outpacing even the US. With an aggressive shipbuilding spree, China isn't just expanding its fleet, it's redefining naval warfare in the Indo-Pacific. China's relentless naval expansion is staggering. Each year its shipyards churn out advanced destroyers, amphibious assault ships, and stealth frigates at an unmatched pace. The Type 055 destroyers, armed with 112 missile cells, now patrol contested waters in the South China Sea. Meanwhile, Beijing is racing toward a 400-ship navy by 2030, forcing Western militaries to scramble for countermeasures. The speed of China's naval buildup is unprecedented, admitted a U.S. naval officer. At the heart of China's ambitions lies its growing aircraft carrier fleet. Currently operating 3 carriers, Liaoning, Shandong, and the advanced Fujian, China is integrating EMALS catapult systems, previously exclusive to the U.S., allowing longer-range, heavier-loaded aircraft. More carriers, including a rumored nuclear-powered variant, are in development, pushing China toward global power projection. These are not just status symbols, they enforce China's dominance, a defense strategist observed. Beneath the surface, China's stealthy submarine fleet is fast emerging as a game-changer. With over 70 submarines, including the Type 094 Jin class armed with JL-3 SLBMs capable of hitting the US mainland, Beijing is strengthening its sea-based nuclear deterrent. Even more concerning for rivals is its next-gen stealth technology, making detection increasingly difficult. We used to track Chinese subs easily. Now they're disappearing from our radars, admitted a US Navy officer. With carrier strike groups, missile-packed destroyers, and silent submarines, China is no longer just defending its shores. It's challenging US naval dominance. From the South China Sea to the Arctic, the greatest naval rivalry of the 21st century is now fully underway, and the world is watching. The battlefield of the future will be won by those who control the skies and the missiles that shape them, remarked a Chinese military strategist in 2024. This philosophy is at the heart of China's People's Liberation Army Air Force, PLAAF, and People's Liberation Army Rocket Force, PLARF, two branches undergoing rapid modernization and transforming China into a dominant military power. From stealth fighters and hypersonic weapons to space and cyber warfare, China's technological advancements are challenging the global balance of power. For decades, China's Air Force lagged behind its Western rivals. But today, the PLAAF boasts over 2,500 combat aircraft, including a growing fleet of fifth-generation stealth fighters, bombers, and drones designed for regional dominance. At the forefront is the J-20 Mighty Dragon, China's answer to the American F-22 Raptor. With stealth capabilities, advanced avionics, and long-range strike potential, the J-20 is rapidly becoming the backbone of China's air superiority. "We are no longer just catching up, we are setting new standards," proclaimed a PLAAF official in 2025, following reports that upgraded J-20s now feature domestically developed WS-15 engines, increasing range and maneuverability. China is also developing the H-20 stealth bomber, expected to debut by 2026, capable of carrying nuclear and conventional payloads deep into enemy territory. With a combat radius exceeding 8,000 kilometers, this bomber could strike US bases in Guam, Australia, and beyond, cementing China's ability to conduct global operations. The WZ-8 supersonic reconnaissance drones and AI-driven combat drones are revolutionizing China's aerial warfare tactics. By integrating electronic warfare, EW systems, the PLAAF is preparing for high-tech conflicts where disrupting enemy communications and radar networks is as crucial as firepower. If the PLAAF controls the skies, the People's Liberation Army Rocket Force, PLARF, controls the battlefield from above. With one of the world's largest and most diverse missile arsenals, China's missile force is designed to deter, disable, and destroy enemy forces before they can even engage. At the core of its arsenal are the DF-21D and DF-26 anti-ship ballistic missiles, ASBMs, known as carrier killers. Capable of striking moving naval targets over 1,500 kilometers away, these missiles pose a direct threat to U.S. aircraft carriers operating in the Pacific. A 2024 Pentagon report confirmed that China has deployed dozens of these missiles across its coastline, backed by an advanced satellite network for precision targeting. Even more concerning for Western defense planners is China's hypersonic missile program. The DF-17, equipped with a hypersonic glide vehicle, HGV, can travel at speeds exceeding Mach 10, maneuvering unpredictably to evade missile defenses. A U.S. military analyst recently admitted, China's hypersonic advancements mean our traditional missile shields are becoming obsolete. The PLARF also controls China's nuclear deterrence, with its land-based DF-41 intercontinental ballistic missiles, ICBMs, capable of carrying multiple nuclear warheads, MIRVs, up to 15,000 kilometers, bringing all of the U.S. mainland within range. Modern warfare is no longer fought just on land, air, and sea. It extends into space and cyberspace. Recognizing this, China has aggressively expanded its space-based military capabilities, launching dozens of reconnaissance, navigation, and early warning satellites to enhance missile accuracy and battlefield awareness. Beijing's Tiangong space station, fully operational since 2023, could play a role in military surveillance, while reports suggest China is testing anti-satellite, ASAT weapons capable of disabling enemy satellites in orbit. Whoever controls space controls the future of war, a Chinese military expert noted in a 2025 defense conference. China's cyber warfare units, under the Strategic Support Force, SSF, have become one of the most formidable cyber threats globally. With a focus on espionage, data theft, and critical infrastructure disruption, China has been accused of launching thousands of cyber attacks against military and government networks worldwide. In 2024, Western intelligence agencies detected over 10,000 hacking attempts linked to Chinese state-backed groups, targeting satellite communications, financial institutions, and energy grids. Modern warfare is not about numbers alone. It's about speed, precision, and control over information, stated a high-ranking PLA official in 2025. This philosophy is driving China's military transformation, turning the People's Liberation Army Ground Force, PLARF, and Strategic Support Force, SSF, into a tech-centric, mobility-focused force. The PLARF, still the world's largest standing army with 965,000 troops, is shifting from sheer manpower to high-speed precision warfare. Outdated Soviet-era systems have been replaced with Type 99A main battle tanks featuring AI-assisted targeting and PCL-181 howitzers capable of pinpoint strikes over 40 kilometers away. Meanwhile, Type 075 amphibious assault ships bolster China's ability to seize islands rapidly, a clear signal to Taiwan and South China Sea claimants. China's ground forces are no longer just brute force, they're networked, fast, and precise, noted a military analyst. Beyond land, China's SSF dominates the invisible battlefields of space and cyberspace. With over 300 military satellites, China's space-based intelligence rivals that of the US, enhancing missile guidance, surveillance, and electronic warfare. Its cyber units conduct relentless espionage, from hacking military networks to disrupting financial systems. Whoever controls information controls war, a Chinese defense strategist declared. China's logistics and mobilization capabilities ensure it can sustain global operations. The Joint Logistics Support Force, JLSF, has modernized supply chains, while civil-military fusion integrates high-speed rail, commercial shipping, and private industry into military strategy. In 2024, civilian cargo ships were converted into floating supply bases, enabling long-range naval operations in the Indian Ocean and Pacific. War is won through superior logistics, remarked a PLA planner. With a tech-driven ground force, cyber and space warfare dominance, and global logistics reach, China's military is no longer just a regional power. It's a modern war machine primed to challenge global rivals. In 2025, China's rise isn't just about weapons, it's about control, speed, and full-spectrum warfare. Despite rapid modernization, China's People's Liberation Army, PLA, faces critical challenges that could hinder its effectiveness in real conflict. The biggest issue? Lack of combat experience. The PLA hasn't fought a major war since 1979, raising doubts about its ability to handle large-scale operations. You can have the best weapons, but without real combat experience, it's all theory, a Western expert noted in 2025. Simulations and war games can't fully prepare troops for real-world unpredictability. Technologically, while China has advanced in stealth fighters, hypersonic missiles, and cyber warfare, it struggles with engine development. The WS-15 jet engine for the J-20 stealth fighter still lags behind American counterparts, and domestically built naval engines lack endurance and efficiency. Beyond hardware, joint force integration remains a challenge. The PLA Navy, Air Force, and Rocket Force are expanding, but coordinating them in high-intensity combat requires seamless communication and adaptability, a capability the US has perfected over decades. Corruption is another issue. High-profile purges in 2023 to 2024 exposed deep-rooted embezzlement and favoritism among senior military officials. Finally, China's military expansion depends on economic strength. With rising debt, an aging population, and economic slowdowns, for all its advancements, China's military remains untested, technologically uneven, and reliant on an uncertain economy, challenges that could shape its global ambitions in the years ahead. Despite these challenges, the PLA is not slowing down. It is doubling down on modernization and expansion. By 2030, China aims to field fully AI-integrated warfare systems, autonomous drones, and next-generation hypersonic weapons, giving it a high-tech edge in future conflicts. Regionally, China's military presence in the Indo-Pacific is set to increase, with more frequent naval patrols in the South China Sea, missile tests in the Taiwan Strait, and military exercises with allied nations like Russia and Pakistan. These moves heighten tensions with the US, Japan, and India, increasing the risk of military confrontations. "We are entering a new Cold War in the Pacific," warned a defense analyst in a 2025 security forum. Globally, China's ambitions extend beyond Asia. The PLA is expanding overseas military bases, with potential new outposts in Africa, the Middle East, and the Pacific Islands to secure vital trade routes and energy supplies. "This is not just about defense, it's about rewriting global power dynamics," stated a US naval commander monitoring PLA activity in the Indian Ocean. As 2025 unfolds, one thing is certain: China's military rise is reshaping the world order, and whether through deterrence or direct confrontation, the global balance of power is being tested like never before. Thank you for tuning in to our channel. If you enjoyed the video, please remember to like, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more in-depth analysis of global issues.